Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Andrew Snorton with Creative Community Solutions. And as you're aware, on the press and media end, we get a chance to cover some wonderful story ideas, whether it's arts and entertainment, government and politics, college and professional sports, community-based events. We are excited to be able to do what we do. To stay connected with us and check out this article, visit asnortonccs.com. Click on the menu for articles and coverage. Creative Community Solutions LLC on Facebook and YouTube, Ace Norton CCS on Instagram and Twitter, and make sure to check us out on LinkedIn as well as Medium to catch segments of our interview, the full article, and more. And of course, as many of you know, Chicago is one of my favorite spaces and places. There are tremendous people there doing some really good things, and I'm so excited to talk with one such individual who has his hands in a number of things across the board, but especially the upcoming event over Memorial Day weekend, Unity Day Chicago. So please introduce yourself.
Hey, brother Andrew, thank you for having me on here today to talk about Unity Day Shy. My name is Donovan Devo Robinson. Most people only call me Devo Robinson. And it's just great to be here to bring awareness to the world. Actually, it's just not the city of Chicago, but the world of what Unity Day Shy or the Unity Day Community Organization is all about.
Well, I tell you what, and that is just a great lead in. And before we get into this year's event, for people who may not be familiar with the story of Unity Day Shy, walk us through how it started, how it evolved.
So the crazy thing about Unity Day, it actually started in my backyard, with just people coming together. And my grandmother said, you should make this into a whole family reunion. Bring people together across the city of Chicago, from the south side to the west side, tear down that is a division and bring us together as one big family so we all can get to know each other. Because she explained to me, many, many years ago, that was about 16, 17 years ago, she explained to me, she said, you have cousins on the west side of Chicago. We came from Arkansas, and the other family members came from Greenwood, Mississippi. And certain ones went to the west side of Chicago, and certain ones went to moved to the south side of Chicago. But we really didn't know each other. You missed that connection, is because of the two different parts of the city. And so once we created Unity Day Shy, it was more about just bringing awareness to us as a family, but also tying it around Stop the Violence. Is because we always know right around Memorial Day weekend, it's a huge influx of violence, not just in the city of Chicago, but across the United States. And we want to be able to say, let's come together as a family and let's show the younger generation how our generation has done it, and also how our ancestors did it, or the ones who are the grandparents now, or the great aunts and the great uncles, of how they did it when they were coming up. And so that's the whole scope about Unity Day Shy, is about bringing awareness to the city of Chicago to stop the violence, but to mainly bring people together as one big family.
And I tell you what, the sense of community is oozing out throughout that conversation. Community starts at home, and you talked about
Yes.
that family theme. You've talked about your immediate, your extended family. And you think about at times, depending on where you grew up or whatever, the sense of community was knowing who your next door neighbor was or knowing who was across the street. Another thing that you've historically done with this, you've tied in a number of things regarding Stop the Violence. You've done things historically, correct me if I'm wrong, tied in with voter registration and education and other components. What are some of the moving parts community-wise that you can talk about that are coming up this year?
So this year, once again, it is about stopping the violence, but we are able to bring a plethora of different businesses together in one space. Um, for the ones who don't know, we have not done Unity Day Shy in 5 years. COVID shut us down. We did do a parade on the west side of Chicago to stop the violence, but it wasn't the same of bringing the people together in one space. And so with this year, I wanted to focus on small businesses. So we're looking for 50 vendors. We're right now at 42. And so it moved really, really fast with that. We're also within those vendors, we have Jackson State University will have a tent there. I'm hearing that Hampton is coming now to have someone there. And one of my good friends, she's an assistant principal of a school, and she said she is reaching out to Morehouse College to also have a tent there just to have a presence of HBCU schools in that space. In addition to, I looked at the vendors list. We have a length of people that have their clothing business, jewelry business, unique type of glass frames for your eyes. We have two mortgage companies coming. We have a health and wellness company that's coming. We have a credit repair company that's coming. And so it's just so many different things that's coming our way this year. Is because people have been really excited that we are bringing it back. And I always tell people it had never gone away. It just lied dormant because of COVID. And that just stopped us from doing what we normally do. And I'm bringing it back to the south side of Chicago because the last few years when we was able to host it, it was on the west side of Chicago. And so now the south side people are very, really excited that we're bringing it to the south side of Chicago. So we're having it May 24th. And the shocking thing is, this is the first year it's on a Saturday. It usually always be on a Sunday. The original one, when we first started, it was actually going to be on a Saturday, but it poured down raining so bad, we just switched it over to Sunday. So it had just been in that space. And so this space on 119th in Loomis, 11901 South Loomis, it's an event space called Visions, and they have this huge parking lot. And the owner said, "Hey, Devo, do it here. I'm gonna give you the place for free. You can have it all day, do whatever you need to do, and let's have a great time." He said, "I've never been to Unity Day, but everybody keeps talking about it. So I wanted to be in a good space. It's right off the expressway in Chicago, so it's easy accessible. It has a plethora of parking for actually 2,000 cars. So that's a great, great thing also, because our last large number that we had was almost close to 6,000 people that showed up, and that was on the south side. So we're just really, really excited about this day for Unity Day shy of May 24th.
Well, I tell you what, in listening to you provide the depth and detail, in addition to the lenses of family, community, bringing access to resources, I kept hearing regarding health and wellness, the financial piece regarding credit repair, access to higher education with the presence of your HBCUs, your small businesses, knowing that small businesses really are the foundational piece for your everyday business and economics. So you're really covering a lot of ground. And another thing, because of the commitment to community, the community is committing to you regarding the venue. Can you speak of any, I'll say, collaborative partners or folks who are doing their part to better and continue to amplify the work that you're doing?
Well, the amazing thing is, and that's a great segue there, everybody wants to be a part of it. And that's the great thing about it. The ward that we're going to be in, the alderman has already said he's partner up with us. It's actually a high school that's in the area also, and they want to be a part of it. And I said they want to do something just for their seniors. And so that's bringing in the CPS schools, but then also having the alderman jump on board. I'm going to see, let's cross our fingers and see if the mayor comes out. We know our previous mayor, her first event was Unity Day. And
Mhm.
so that was a great, great thing then. So we're going to see if Mayor Brandon Johnson will come out. So we always invite everybody to be a part of it so they can see that there is always something good in the hood, in the Black community. And it's just not a Black thing. It's in whoever wants to come is because we're all related in some type of way. You know, if we go all the way back to the Bible days, it was just Adam and Eve. It wasn't a whole lot of other people. So we're all related in some type of fashion. And in addition to, and this is a good segue for us too, I've invited the entire Divine Nine. And so we're gonna have a Divine Nine row also there. So that's another presence of not just, Black organizations, but just Greek organizations because they cross all spectrums of all nationalities. in all colleges and universities. So that's going to be a great thing. And then we added this year a car showcase, old school cars that's going to, we're looking, I think we're going to be up to like 50 cars also for that, and give out trophies for them to participate for Unity Day Shy.
Well, I tell you what, in sharing the story of this is where it started, you know, every great idea started small. And it started, like you said, from a family gathering to making it an expanded family gathering. And you're touching on so many different aspects of the community. Remind people of the date, time, location, if you're still looking for vendors, volunteers, things along those lines.
So Unity Day Shy is May 24th at 11901 South Loomis on the south side of Chicago. It will run from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're always still looking for vendors. You can call 312-725-6801. That's 312-725-6801. Volunteers, we welcome each and every type of volunteer who wants to jump in, put on their boots and put on their gloves and say, I'm here to be a part of this great, great, great movement. So once again, it's Unity Day Shy or hashtag Unity Day Shy from the Unity Day Shy Corporation here in Chicago that we started 15 years ago with doing this event. We lost 5 years, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to sit back and wait for God to breathe on something again and give you that go ahead. And so God just said it's time. And so now it's just moving, and it's an excitement. We're 30 days out per se, and we're just ready to bring our family together. A plethora of DJs will be there. Some that you may know, Steve Miggity Maestro is always with us. Malik Shabazz. I'm trying to add in one of the chosen few. I just haven't figured out which one is because I'm friends with all of them, and I don't want to offend anybody. But Wayne and Alan are my top ones, and since Alan is here and Wayne is in LA, and they're just all over the place. And we always add in a kid DJ to showcase the youth also. So we're looking forward to May 24th, 11901 South Loomis here in Chicago, Illinois. It's hashtag Unity Day Shy. Let's stop the violence. Let's put the guns down, and let's show the city of Chicago, the surrounding area, and the world that we can come together as a family and be in unity.
Well, I tell you what, as always, it's a pleasure getting a chance to talk with you, and we hear, the purpose behind it. It is about community building, relationship building, access to resources, positive engagement, and just the positive energy and positive spirit. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to wind down, as if this is your first time hearing about this, please do not let this be your last. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it with somebody, and let's continue this positive vibe, energy, and spirit. As a reminder, you can catch the full article on our website, acenortonccs.com. Click on the menu for articles and coverage. Creative Community Solutions LLC on Facebook and YouTube. Ace Norton CCS on Instagram and Twitter, and this will also be available on LinkedIn and Medium. So, of course, we wish you and the entire team, the entire community, extremely, just a great day and a good springboard for other great things taking place in Chicago.
Thank you so much. And let's say this because we didn't put it in the segment. It's free. It's free. It's free, you all. That's the most important thing for me. It's free. I never want to put a price tag on it. It's always going to be free for the community.
Yeah, I tell you what, and as we get ready to close out, if people don't remember anything about what you shared about the event, the moving parts, it's community centered, as you just heard, it is free to attend. What's one takeaway that you'd like for people to have as we close out?
Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your neighbors. Let's come together as one on May 24th as a family, and let's show the world that we can put the guns down, stop the violence, and show that we are one in unity for Unity Day Shy.
Again, we thank you for taking time out to share the story of impact, continued well wishes. And ladies and gentlemen, like we said before, make sure to like, share, repost, all that, and then some, as there's some good going on in the neighborhood, especially in the city of Chicago. All of you guys take very good care. Look forward to seeing you next time.